Miss96 here, another video review, this time Thor, the Mighty Avenger Deluxe Heimdall. So here you go. So, this figure kind of never really made it into US retail. If it did, it was just very hard to get. I have never spotted it in American retail, but it did come out in like other places in Canada and stuff. So I did order this off of eBay from Canada. Oh, and also I am sick, so sorry if I sound stuffed up or something, but sorry, nothing I can do. So anyway, the regular deluxe packaging, it is from Canada, so you've got the bunch of different languages, opposed from here where they just do it in English only. And a little bio, description, and a great picture of the figure. So yeah. So, this figure, I was aware that it didn't have great articulation, but I still wanted to get it just because it's a character that I like to get at least one type of every single character in the movie. So, that's why I really wanted to get this figure. His whole accessories and stuff were actually kind of neat. They were, usually they're too gimmicky for me, but this was a really smart idea. But anyway, let's go over the, how the accessory works first. So what you do is, this is supposed to replicate the time, or not time bridge, but the space bridge, rainbow bridge, however you want to call it. They call it rainbow bridge over here. I don't know if that's really what they call it in the movie. But what you do is you insert the lightning bolts, and I don't know if it's just mine or if it's everybody's, but this only sometimes works. And then you're supposed to put the sword in here as like a key, just like in the movie, and ooh, it actually works for camera. Look at that. Typically things don't work on camera, but yes. So that's cool. I like that gimmick. It's a really cheap way of really making that cool, because that's exactly kind of how it worked in the movie. So I thought that was a great gimmick, and really, typically I'd rather just have the figures as a basic figure without goofy accessories, but this was actually a really smart one. The whole base right here is kind of rainbow color, looks nice, and it is removable, and it's really easy, so this makes it look a little bit better and not so much comic-y because of this. The only thing is, I would have liked to see him hold the sword with two hands, like he does like in the movie, and have the sword just like going down here, but you can't do it because of his hindered articulation. But yeah, but anyway, I love the gimmick. It's very smart, and I like it a lot. So now, as far as the figure, just get the accessories and stuff out of the way. So the figure is actually sculpted really nice. Really liking the head sculpt. Looks great. The paint is all very nice. His beard, and, typically with the face going on to a helmet, there can be some paint splotching, but typically there isn't here, which is nice. And I love his armor and everything. Looks good. The colors are all very plain, but it's exactly how he was in the movie. So I do not mind that at all. He does come with this sword that is great. It's a nice silver sword with some detailing in here, just so really aligned. And then you get some great detailing in the handle. It looks fantastic in the end part of it. And it's all gold over here. So absolutely love this sword. It's fantastic, very well done. Can fit in either one of his hands, except for this hand seems to be way open. That's just because this was the one that was holding it in package, so his hand kind of morphed, as opposed to this one, which has a much tighter grip than this. So yeah. As far as articulation, this is where he falls. He's got a ball-jointed head, but it's basically just a swivel. He's got ball-hinged shoulders, hinge elbows, ball-jointed ball-hinged thighs with a thigh swivel, and a hinged knee. So you're missing ankles, wrists, and waist, which is pretty much the basic articulation for the Avengers toys. So right now I really don't mind it because I'm so used to it with the Avengers, but if I got this back when the Thor toy line was still in its prime, I'd be really upset because the Thor toy line has great articulation. So yeah, but over here on the back, this must have been some kind of prototype, because as you can see, his body is totally turned, and this was supposed to be a ball-jointed upper torso for sure, as you can see from how this is all turned and everything. So, but the wrist, based on how this is turned, they don't have wrist articulation on this. So I guess this guy was supposed to just not have wrists and ankles, but then at the last second they must have taken out the ball-jointed upper torso, which is a shame. The ball-jointed upper torso would have helped a lot. But what I would have liked to see the most is either a swivel at the bicep over here or just a hinge swivel elbow, just so that he can kind of move his hands in. But overall, he looks really nice. I like the look. And it was actually kind of funny because the day that I got this thing was, I was watching Simpsons, the latest Simpsons. I recorded it on demand, so I was watching that, and they go into the comic book guy, and the comic book guy mentions Heimdall, so I thought that was really funny, because he's obviously, you wouldn't typically hear him in a day, and the day that I ended up getting this toy, they mentioned Heimdall. I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, a little off topic, but just wanted to mention that. Here he is in comparison with Odin. He's a basic figure. The helmet makes him a little bit taller, but there's really nothing special in his size. But overall, he's very nice. If you are like me, where you have to get every single character, then this is definitely one that you're going to have to get. I got him for a very good price. I am just very happy with it. I got it for $24, which is a great price. That's including shipping. And apparently a lot of people think it's a great price because this guy had, I don't remember how many he had, but I think he had like 25, and 20 of them sold. So he's doing well, I guess. So you can probably still find it for about 24. During like Christmas, I kind of looked it up again because I check up on it every once in a while, and it was about 41. And back then I thought, hey, that's a really good price. But to see it now in April, well, actually in March I bought this, but to see it in March as 24, basically half of what I saw it in December, I was just stunned, very happy, and I bought this thing right away. So overall, a pretty good figure. Lack of articulation is horrible. Really wish they could have fixed that. But overall, paint, sculpt, and the gimmick, I'm not a gimmicky person. I really just think that that's for kids, and I really can't stand gimmicks. But this one, if they had to put a gimmick in, this is probably the best that you're going to get. It's very good. So there you go. So that's my review of Thor the Mighty Avenger Deluxe Heimdall. Thanks for watching.